In one of my last videos, I tested a 2-bike electric bike rack. This was a heavy duty bike rack made for big, heavy, fat tire electric bikes. I finally got my hands on a 3-bike version of the same rack. This is a 250-pound capacity rack. So it has much more capacity than the last one. It's beefed up. It's got room for 1 extra bike and even more weights. This one is unique. It actually has these attachments for tail lights. So it just provides an extra level of safety when you're out driving, because this thing is big. You can see how actually wide it is and how long it is. It was kind of sketchy at first setting it up because I'm not used to it, but after driving it around for a while, it is solid. Honestly, it's one of the best racks I've owned, and we really like it. So I'm going to take you guys through some of these features, show you guys what it's like to get it set up. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys through some of these features. On the back here, this included ramp here, which is attached with this safety pin, is what you're going to use to get these bikes on and off if you can't lift them. So that's really important, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how that works. So when you drop in these teeth, that's going to give you a solid ramp surface to drive down. You've got 2 wheel connectors here, so I'll pull these out. One there. Got one there as well up front. Okay, so we've got both wheels unhooked, and we are going to now unhook the frame. I've got it actually attached here to the seat post. All right, and we are loose. So now you're pretty much ready to just guide it right down the ramp. All right, we're just going to back it straight out. Do your best to kind of line up. It's not perfect, but it gives you something so you don't have to lift it. All right, and we made it down the ramp and we are good to go. So that's the first bike getting off. All right, we got the first bike off, so now we're gonna get the second bike. I'm gonna pull the ramp off the back of this one. We're gonna set it over here, same thing. Let's get these wheels undone. Wheel 1. Wheel 2, and then our frame. Then we're ready to just guide it back the best we can. Tilt back and forth as needed to kind of move things out of the way. Sorry guys, it's windy. All right, we're going down. Great. So now we got this second bike out, and we're ready to ride this one, and now we're gonna get the third e-bike out of this rack. All right, these ramps just alternate, so we're gonna bring it back over here. Fold these down just to kind of get them out of the way. All right, so once I loosen that up, we have the ramp here, and we're gonna just guide back this. This is the heaviest one, so I put it closest to the car. Now you can decide what you wanna do with these. You can fold them all the way down, which gives you full trunk access. You can put your piece away and lock it with the pin. And then, yeah, it's real nice for just getting trunk access and all of that stuff. And you can actually fold this thing up like that. And there's a pin that slides in there that's gonna hold it up if you need it just out of the way for driving, storing, putting it in your garage. It's a very nice feature. Otherwise, you go ahead and fold straight down. This one is too big to go down and fold to the ground when the bikes are attached, so keep that in mind. The 2-bike rack that I reviewed, that one was short enough where you could actually pull the pin and drop it down to the ground and open up the trunk while the bikes are still on. This one is not possible to do that, so keep that in mind. You're gonna have 3-bike capacity, 250 pounds. It's really a beast. But the thing about it is you're not going to be able to fold it down to the ground while the bikes are on. If you need trunk access, you're stuck unless you get those bikes off. So just keep that in mind. I think the trade-off is worth it because I really need this capacity. So we'll just get used to putting stuff in the trunk while it's down, unloaded, and waiting to access that once we get the bikes off again. All right, now the bikes are off, and I'm gonna get them loaded back on and show you guys how that's done as well, so you can see every little piece and aspect of this thing for getting it set up. Our ride is done, and we've got 3 heavy electric bikes that we got to take home. So I'm going to show you the process of getting these loaded back up while the bikes are off. Make sure to get everything in there that you need. And that's the first step, is make sure your trunk is done. You don't need it. And we're going to fold that down. I'm going to fold up my first arm. All right, now let's get this bike wheeled up. This is my heaviest bike. Right into our slot. Here is your arm, which goes side to side. It has tension, so it's not gonna, it's not gonna fall over anything, but it allows you to move it. And this has 360 rotation, and this goes up and down. So you can find anywhere to put your bike and to attach it securely. That's what I love about this rack. First bike on, and then I'm gonna do our wheel straps here. All right, we're gonna slide on. Now I lean the bike back a little bit as I'm rotating it up. I'm gonna watch our pedals position here. Front wheel, back wheel. Roll right up. Really good spot that I found on here, if everything's tight, is the seat post. We're gonna strap on there. I'm gonna get same thing, front and back wheels here. All right, we are secure and ready to go. Everything looks nice. There's no contact points. Everything is separated from itself. Everything is separated. There is nothing touching that's gonna scrape. So what I'm gonna do here is take my ramp. It's gonna load right back on. So we are good to go, guys, and we are ready to drive. Let's get these bikes home.